Most people in the town of Darrenville had forgotten the name Elijah Reed. He was just that skinny kid who used to sell newspapers outside Mason's diner barefoot, with dirt on his face and dreams in his eyes. Nobody expected anything from Elijah until he vanished. But let me take you back to where it all began. Elijah was only 8 when he lost his parents in a car crash. With no relatives willing to take him in, he was placed in a foster system that was more like a revolving door of strangers and survival. By the time he was 12, he had run away. At 16, Elijah was still homeless, but sharper than ever. One rainy afternoon, he stepped into a coffee shop to escape the cold. He couldn't afford anything, but he sat in a corner and listened. Thornhill didn't give handouts. He gave tests. For weeks, Elijah cleaned floors, made coffee, and read every financial report he could find. But Thornhill was watching. By 25, Elijah was partner at the firm. He wore tailored suits now. He lived in a downtown apartment. But he never forgot the alley behind Mason's diner. He still visited it silently. At 33, Elijah was in a boardroom in New York, about to close a $1.2 billion acquisition deal. Everyone was on edge. Lawyers, investors, cameras. He was about to become a billionaire. Elijah sat next to Benji, shared his sandwich, asked questions, listened. Then he handed him something, a brand new notebook. "Write your dreams," he said. "I'll help you reach them." A young woman in her 20s, wearing casual clothes, surrounded by tubes and blueprints in a cluttered garage, building a water purification device, passionate and focused. A kind-hearted man in his 30s, wearing a flour-dusted apron, standing in a cozy bakery with handmade loaves, humble expression, surrounded by the smell of fresh bread and dreams of success. "I wasn't poor because I had no money," Elijah said during a speech at a global summit years later. "I was poor when I believed that no one saw me. All it takes is one person to believe. Be that person for someone else." And that is how a barefoot boy from an alley became one of the richest men in the world, not just in money but in purpose.